Mr. Edit Man presents What Only Exists Because Humans Are Dumb. This is for external use only. Stunts falling. Warnings on hammer saying this object can cause damage if you strike yourself. Step 1. Hit someone else with hammer. Step 2. Act outraged discovering it causes harm without being warned against. Step 3. Sue company to your heart's content. Step 4. Profit. Bonus points if you hit someone you do not like. I know a lot of people say warning labels, but let's be honest. Warning labels have probably never stopped stupid people from doing stupid things. They're just there to protect corporations from getting lawsuits. But the most ridiculous warnings only exist because some idiot actually did that stupid thing. They're there to protect the company, sure, but they would not be necessary if the dumb thing had not already happened in an earlier iteration. Let's not get on a tangent about the topic of TV ads for prescription medication, but recently, last couple years, they started adding a sentence in the commercials. Do not take Trevexica if you are allergic to Trevexica. What happened to make that a thing that they need to mention now? Why the hell would anyone knowingly continue to put a drug in their body if they knew or realized they were allergic to it? Answer: people are stupid. I get that it's to protect them legally, but it's mind-blowing to me that it needs to be said even to do that. Do not eat contents on a Claymore mine. Flammable tags on underwear. The companies that get you out of timeshares. Some really strange laws, like handling fish suspiciously, can end you up in jail in the UK. I believe it's in Massachusetts, but there is a law that says you are not allowed to keep a mule on the second floor of your home or something along those lines. In Georgia, US state, it is illegal to tie off your giraffe to a telephone pole. Edit. I have to assume the circus is to blame for this one. It's also illegal in GA to put ice cream in your back pocket on a Sunday. Admittedly, this one makes sense in context. It used to be a relatively common way of stealing horses while people were in church. You untie the horse and get it to follow you around licking the ice cream, and people just think, oh, that horse is following them. It must be their horse. Wearing this costume does not enable you to fly. Tag on a Superman Halloween costume. Jerry Seinfeld had this joke. I liked his follow-up. I want to meet the person dumb enough to think that this might make him fly, yet smart enough to think to check the instructions. The Darwin Awards. My favorite is the gasoline truck driver. When they get back to the yard, they would fill the tanks with water to evacuate the leftover fumes. It was late at night and he wanted to see how full his tanks were, but he did not have a flashlight to see into the tank. But he did have a cigarette lighter. You can see where this goes. Several warning markings like don't put your cat inside your microwave. The belief of a flat earth. Peanut allergy warnings on jars of peanut butter. Jar of peanuts. Ingredients: peanuts. Warning: contains peanuts. Pyramid schemes, spam email, and pull gates. Let's see. Don't stop on the tracks. Contents are hot. Straw paper can go in your eye. The list goes on and on. Well, I will say this. The biggest talking point on the coffee is hot label is because a woman spilled coffee on herself that was not just hot, but closing to boiling. Somewhere between 180-190 Fahrenheit, with the boiling point of water being 212 Fahrenheit. And she suffered 3rd-degree burns and was hospitalized for 6 days due to McDonald's negligence. She sued them, which ended up on a settlement. After this, McDonald's put the warnings on their coffee so they could not be sued again. And to add insult to injury, put a smear campaign against this woman to completely downplay this incident. I would take a look at Liebeck v. McDonald's restaurants on Wikipedia. Most warning labels. Do not pick up lawnmower while blades are in motion. Do not drive after taking this narcotic painkiller / sleeping pill. Do not use this curling iron internally. I do not remember which comedian said it, but maybe we should remove all warning labels from products and let the stupid people weed themselves out. Then smart people would sue the companies after using the product badly on purpose. Yes, there are stupid people, but there are also really smart lawyers looking for liable companies. Anti-vaxxers. Measles. In 2000, measles was nearly eradicated, but then anti-vaxxers brought it back to popularity. The warning on my dad's old motorcycle saying this is a motorcycle and only to be used as such. Edit. Holy hell. This blew up. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. For clarification, The original warning is in German and I translated it. For those interested, it said, "Dies ist ein Motorrad und nur als solches zu gebrauchen." Warning signs next to large waterfalls, cliffs, any other potentially lethal terrain. Sometimes I can understand at one of our old vacation spots there was a cliff that you couldn't see until it was too late. Popular hiking trail. Babysitters. If babies were not so stupid you would not need one. The word ambulance written in reverse on an ambulance. For those people that do not realize that the huge vehicle behind them with the flashing lights and siren is, in fact, an ambulance. Gluten-free on bottled water. Reality TV stars. School. Listen here you little malarkey. The warning label on my scooter. Caution. Object moves when used. Modern politics. If we were smarter there would be a better collective decision-making process. You know those labels on buckets with an upside-down drowning baby? Yeah. Probably had to start using those for a reason. People often do not realize how top-heavy toddlers are. They can be looking into something and topple forward and get stuck, not having the proper strength and leverage to remove themselves from the position. I have not personally seen it happen with a bucket, but I have watched my child get stuck in a laundry basket. It was harmless and amusing. Less so if it'd been a bucket filled with liquid. Humans. Me especially. TV ads for water and prescription medicine when you can't even buy it without your doctor specifically telling you to. People who genuinely believe 5G is bad and that coronavirus is fake. Edit. When I'm saying people who genuinely believe 5G is bad, I'm talking about the people who blame it for stuff like coronavirus, Flint, Michigan, unvaccinated babies dying surprisingly, etc. Nigerian princes who need money. Warning signs on chainsaws that say, do not attempt to stop blades with hands or genitals. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Password strength checks. I'd argue that it's because humans are smart. I think that if people were smart and did not use passwords like password 1 there would not be a need for any type of check. Laws made to prevent marrying immediate relatives. War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. The do not eat label on silica packets. Stay-at-home protests. 80% of my job. I'm a doctor. The Tide Pod Challenge. Fake internet points. Large-scale pollution. A few animal turds here and there aren't so bad. Millions and billions of gallons of human waste. Landfills and oceans full of plastic. Discharging all types of contaminants into the atmosphere daily in huge quantities, etc. We're the only organism stupid enough to destroy our home for a ducking piece of paper with a number on it. All other organisms live without it. It's dumb how dumb we are. I used to love working on heath and safety. It's almost a nature documentary on how little people think before something ducks up. To be fair, at the time, it was smart. Do not know what it's called, but at the gas pumps the mechanism connected from the pump to the hose unlocks when people forget to place the nozzle back and drive off. Expiration date on salt. It's been in the ground longer than time itself. Regulations on food have required an expiration date. That pure salt that was mined out of the earth is not going to go bad sitting in your dry goods pantry. Noisiac/vacuum cleaners/other devices. It's possible, easy actually, to design most of the noisy things you find in an average household in such a way that it's not noisy. However, studies found that people are idiots and will return perfectly functioning devices because they're not making any sound. You have made it until the end of this video. Now listen here, and listen here closely. Like and subscribe for more curated content by Mr. Reddit Man. Thanks for watching.